Hello and welcome back to English Fluency Hacks. I'm your host, Sarah, and I am so happy you are joining me today. This is the podcast for English learners who want to speak more confidently and naturally. Today, we have a fantastic episode planned. We are going to unlock 3 simple but powerful secrets to help you improve your fluency. So, what is on our agenda? First, we are going to talk about a huge step for any learner, how to start thinking in English instead of translating in your head. Second, we will learn about filler words. These are small, simple words that native speakers use all the time, and they can help you sound much more natural. Third, we will explore the magic of using short stories to grow your vocabulary and improve your listening skills. And fourth, we'll cover a powerful technique called shadowing to supercharge your pronunciation and rhythm. It's going to be a very practical episode with tips you can start using right away. Are you ready? Great! Let's jump into our first topic. Our first hack is all about changing how your brain works with English. Do you often think of a sentence in your own language and then translate it word for word into English before you speak? This is very, very common, but it has 2 problems. It makes you speak slowly, and sometimes the sentences sound a little strange or unnatural. The solution is to practice thinking directly in English. Now, this sounds difficult, but you can start small. You don't need to think about complex ideas. Start with your daily routine. When you wake up in the morning, think to yourself in English. For example, the sun is shining. I am tired. I need some coffee. Or when you are getting dressed, I will wear the blue shirt today. These are simple thoughts, and it's a great way to begin. Another easy trick is to label your world. Look around you right now. What do you see? In your head, say the English word for everything. Desk, chair, computer, water bottle. Do this when you are on the bus, in a cafe, or walking in the park. This builds a direct connection in your brain between the object and the English word. No translation. It takes practice, but it will make your speaking much faster and smoother. Okay, let's move on to our second hack, using filler words. Now, what is a filler word? It's a sound or word we use when we are thinking about what to say next. Native speakers use them all the time. They make conversations sound more real and less robotic. Some of the most common ones are well, like, and so. Using these can help you avoid long, silent pauses. Imagine someone asks you, "What is your favorite movie?" Instead of staying quiet while you think, you can say, that's a good question. Well, I think my favorite movie is, Toy Story. I just, love the characters. See how that sounds more natural? The fillers give you a moment to think without stopping the conversation. A good way to practice is to listen for these words when you watch TV shows or listen to podcasts in English. Notice how people use them. Then try to use 1 or 2 in your next English conversation. A word of caution, don't use them too much. Too many likes or ums can be distracting, but using them a little bit is a great sign of fluency. Is this episode being helpful? If so, be sure to subscribe to our channel and give us a like to help us create more content like this. And that brings us to our third and final hack for today, the power of short stories. Reading is one of the best ways to learn new vocabulary. But reading a full novel in English can be scary for an A2 or B1 learner. That's why short stories are a perfect tool. They're short, so you can finish one quickly and feel a great sense of success. When you read a short story, you learn new words and context. This means you see how a word is used in a real sentence, which helps you understand its meaning much better than just a definition in a dictionary. It also helps you remember the word.
For an extra boost, try to find short stories that also have an audio version. You can read the story first, then listen to it. This is fantastic for improving both your listening skills and your pronunciation. You can find thousands of free short stories for English learners online. Just search for something like A2 Level English Short Stories or Easy English Stories with Audio. Start with one story a week and you will be amazed at how much your English can grow. Now for our fourth hack, which is all about sounding like a native speaker. It's a technique called shadowing. Have you heard of it? It's simple but incredibly effective for improving your pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm. Shadowing means you listen to a native speaker and you repeat what they say in real time, just a split second behind them. You are their shadow. To practice this, find a short audio or video clip with a transcript. A podcast clip, a news segment, or even a scene from a movie works great. First, listen to the clip a few times to get familiar with it. Then, play it again, but this time, read the transcript aloud at the same time as the speaker. Once you feel comfortable, try it without the transcript. Close your eyes and really focus on the sounds. Don't worry if you don't get it perfectly. The goal is to copy the rhythm and the music of the language. Just 5 minutes of shadowing a day can make a huge difference. All right, that was a lot of information, so let's do a quick recap. Our 4 fluency hacks today were 1. Practice thinking in English with small, everyday thoughts. 2. Use common filler words like well and to sound more natural and give yourself time to think. 3. Read and listen to short stories to build your vocabulary and improve your listening. And 4. Use the shadowing technique to improve your pronunciation and rhythm. And now for our weekly challenge. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to pick just one of these hacks and practice it every day for the next week. Maybe you'll label objects in English on your way to work. Try to use a filler word in a conversation. Read one short story, or practice shadowing for 5 minutes a day. Just pick one and focus on it. Small, consistent actions are the key to success. Thank you for being part of our community. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and give us a like. We'd also love to hear from you. So leave a comment below telling us what you thought of the episode and what other topics you'd like us to cover. That's all we have time for today on English Fluency Hacks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember that learning a language is a journey, not a race. Be patient with yourself, keep practicing, and stay positive. I'll talk to you in the next episode. Goodbye for now.